Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel.
People power! Power! People power! Power! People power! Power! Long live Kenyans! Long live! Long live! Long live the people! Long live!
This is the day that the LSK had set aside to conduct their peaceful demonstration against the state attack on the judiciary.
Tekeleza katiba, tekeleza! Tekeleza! Tekeleza katiba, tekeleza! Tekeleza!
LSK chair Eric Theory had said that as LSK they were going to be forced to protest against the president's attack on the Supreme Court or the judiciary. It is for that reason that I stumbled upon a picture of KALONZO, who happened to have joined the peaceful protests. Earlier on, there was a tweet that Edwin Sifuna shared and said that for those who have been skipping the demonstrations of Azimio, terming them illegal, at least those people should join this LSK protest. So I want to take you to a certain tweet that was shared by Professor Kibwana, the former Makueni governor, Kivutha Kibwana. You still remember that Kivutha Kibwana was with Raila Amolo Odinga, and then soon after William Ruto was pronounced the winner, he literally jumped ship and joined William Ruto, and even was part and parcel of the legal team that represented William Samoei Ruto. Nobody would have expected that Kivutha Kibwana would, at this particular moment, castigate William Samoei Ruto about remarks. So I want to share with you a tweet from Kivutha Kibwana and a certain footage depicting the participation of KALONZO in the March publicized demonstration by the LSK. So before you get there, please let me urge you to kindly subscribe to this channel and give this video a like to enable YouTube to share it to other people. So to those who supported us, I want to state here that I'm very grateful for that support, because without that support, this channel cannot grow. So this is what Kivutha Kibwana said. When President Ruto was campaigning, we were seeing a father figure. Now when he says things that are in contradiction to his promises, then people will say, is this still our father figure? The president needs to realize that he is a father figure of a country positively, not the father who beats and abuses people. This was a reaction to what Ruto has been doing lately of attacking the judiciary and also attacking homes which are termed to be built on grabbed land. Like for the case of Amina Mohamed, the former CS under Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's regime. Her home was demolished in preparation for the housing project. So I was telling you that I stumbled upon a footage or a picture of KALONZO who happened to have joined the LSK in their demonstration. That was a street demonstration, and the demonstration, just like I said, was aimed at forcing William Ruto and the regime of Kenya Kwanza, the leaders there, to tone down on their attacks on the judiciary.
People power! Power! People power! Power! People power! Power! Forward organizing, forward! Forward defending constitution, forward! Long live the people, long live! Long live constitution, long live!
We don't need to sign.
You don't need to sign, we just read.
People read after you.
Yeah, so they repeat after you.
They repeat after you. So you
Put this down.
we don't know what this is. Mine. Hold it for me. Give it mine.
To all media houses, in recent weeks, we have witnessed an escalation of attacks on Kenya's judiciary through utterances
by various leaders, including the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto. These concerning utterances erode judicial integrity and independence and paint as evil those who legally use courts to challenge government excesses. The East Africa Law Society is deeply concerned about these persistent attacks, which also violate the principle of separation of powers and judicial independence as enshrined in the Kenya's constitution, as well as in various international instruments, including the United Nations Basic Principles on the Independence of the Judiciary, the Bangalore Principles of Judicial Conduct, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the African Charter, and the Commonwealth Principles of the three arms of government. We join the Law Society of Kenya, the Judicial Service Commission, and the Kenyan people in condemning the attacks and urge government officials to refrain from antagonizing the operations of the judiciary with the cornerstone, which is the cornerstone of any just society. The attacks also have the unintended consequence of eroding confidence in the judicial system. It is our assertion that the rule of law is essential for the progress and prosperity of any constitutional democracy, Kenya included. Where grievances are raised against any official in the judicial system, we urge that the same be addressed fairly, procedurally, and within the existing legal frameworks. In solidarity with our sister bar, the Law Society of Kenya, we urge all our members from Kenya to participate in the peaceful protest organized by the society. We shall, as a regional bar, continue to champion and defend the rule of law, human rights, good governance, accountability, and independence of the judiciary in Kenya and across the East African region. Signed by the President of the East Africa Law Society. Thank you.
If I may take you back to 2017, 2018 there was also an attack, a verbal attack of politicians when the politicians attacked the Supreme Court of the Judiciary, and that forced the former Chief Justice, Justice Maraga, to intervene and tell those leaders who are attacking the judiciary that if at all they are not interested with the Supreme Court, they should just conduct a referendum and let people decide or make people disband the old Supreme Court.
If leaders are tired of having a strong and independent judiciary, they should call a referendum and abolish it altogether. On our part, we are prepared to pay the ultimate price to protect the Constitution and the rule of law.
That is what Maraga said. So in the latest attack that has forced the LSK to call for a demonstration, this has seen Kalonzo Musyoka also join this. So what Kalonzo is trying to do is to probably do exactly what William Ruto did the last years during Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's time, when William Ruto was defending the judiciary all the time. So Kalonzo is literally trying to do that, and this is the reason why you find that Kalonzo ameonekana katika ile group ya maandamano pale Supreme Court, pale kwa judiciary.
Chief Justice Martha Koome and your team, we want to say as Law Society that we stand in solidarity. We are not even here to ask you to issue any favorable orders, but just as the President has said, to do the right thing under the law.
In fact, Kalonzo Musyoka had to put on zile magwanda, zile gowns lawyers to tell the people that he's part and parcel of the Law Society of Kenya, or also a lawyer. You know, last night, when I was going through news, you know, I overheard Eric Theory said, and other leaders from the LSK say that they will be forced to institute an impeachment motion or an impeachment agenda against William Ruto, simply because they say that William Ruto is not honoring the constitution which he is supposed to protect. That is what the LSK brigades said, and they were in solidarity with the judiciary. So if at all today's demonstration is going to force the people in Kenya Kwanza to tone down on their attacks on the judiciary, it's just a matter of time if that is going to be the case. So we are going to see, or still wait to see whether now the judiciary will have peace to deliver on the agendas, because now if William Ruto has taken that trajectory of attacking the judiciary, all in the name of forcing the judiciary to legalize the housing levy. You see, the idea here is to force the judiciary to legalize the housing levy, which they termed as unconstitutional last year, towards the end of last year. So I think this attack is just meant to make them tone down on their quest to abolish, or rather to term the whole thing unconstitutional. Mind you, the judiciary cannot force William Ruto to not to tax people. They can only pronounce the issue in terms of law, legally, that he or she constitutional. Lakini the president can still force people to pay tax.
Good morning once again. My name, as you are so told, Ben Sihanya. I'm an advocate and con law professor. So I'll read step by step and you follow after me. Raise your right hand. I, then your name. I. Then your name. Your name. Just a second. Let me start. I, then you say your name. I swear by the Almighty God. That I will at all times uphold the rule of law. And administration of justice. And that without fear or favor. I will well and truly discharge. My duties. As an advocate. Of the High Court of Kenya. So help me God.
People power! People power! People power! Long live Kenyans! Long live! Long live the people! Long live!
So, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps if you're watching this video for the first time, or if you're a regular viewer who has not subscribed to this channel, please take 1 second and subscribe to this channel and give this video a like. And to those who supported us before, I want to state here that I'm forever grateful for that support, because without that support, this channel cannot grow. So until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.